Before we start the video, I'd like to shout out Logo.com for sponsoring this video. They have an awesome site where you can buy a bunch of in-game currency and items, including all your favorite Rocket League items. Also, make sure you use code DOLBOBS to get an easy 6% off your orders. Check out the site, there's a link in the description. But for now, enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on guys, DOLBOBS here, and welcome back to a brand new video here where we break down everything that has come in the new section of the Radical Summer event, the 80s culture section. Now, in this video, we're going to break down, we're going to be looking at all the items that you can redeem as rewards, and then I'm going to explain the game mode to you guys, because it's quite a fun game mode, especially if you can play it with your friends. It's a little less exciting if you solo queue, but definitely, it's definitely an amazing game mode. I hope these game modes eventually come out as a thing you can do in private matches, because it's so fun. But first of all, if we click redeem rewards, we can see the 80s culture section of the shop pop up. Now, as you can see, I'll show you some of the items. So, you have to start with the fat hat, as it's called, which, I mean, it's brown, so it doesn't look too nice, but you can see what's cracking off there. We then have the brick phone, which obviously you can see is just an old phone that we despise having nowadays. We then have the pizza pixel, which, as you can see, is a topper that sits on the top of your car. There's a lot of pixely stuff, which obviously goes back to some of the games back in the day when, you know, obviously technology wasn't as advanced and everything was a lot more pixelated at a much lower resolution. We then have a mixtape, which, as you can see, is a topper. We then have a vaporwave, which is a very, very nice boost. In fact, it goes perfectly with the car I have right now, the pink and blue, which is a really nice boost. And actually, there is a vaporwave decal for the Octane, so it's definitely a link there. We then have these awesome wheels, low poly wheels. Again, you can see it's this pixelated sort of effect. It actually looks like Lego, but the reason for this, obviously, as I said, is back in the day there was a lot more, it was a much lower resolution. Like, think of Pac-Man. That's obviously a much lower resolution than, for example, Rocket League. But they are some really, really nice wheels. The white in the middle is really, really, like, bright and stands out. We then have cassette wheels, as you can see right here. These are quite cool. I like the little bit of red as well. Kind of adds a bit of creativity to them. We then have Sunset 1986, a very, very nice wheel. Honestly, I think this is probably my favourite one, just because of, obviously, it's the theme of summer. It's a super nice colour scheme. This colour scheme is perfect. It's going to be perfect for making car designs. I'm going to have a car design sort of video out soon, so be sure to check that out. But there you have the Sunset 1986. And then we have the golden eggs back for this section, so you can get another 5. So I have 8 saved up at the moment. I'll get these 5, and then I'll definitely do another golden egg opening, because if you didn't know, your chances of getting painted and certified items are actually increased in golden eggs. So obviously they're a super awesome thing to open up. And then you have XP level up, so you can spend, if you have any extra cassettes at the end, you can spend them on levels up, so you can get the Rocket Pass levels up and done. But really, that's all that's in the shop. A very nice set of items, 3 of these lovely wheels here, but honestly, I'm a really big fan of what they're doing here. Now, we also have the totally awesome crate, which drops. It's not an event crate, but it is a crate that will drop in game, and I do have a video. I'll put a card in the top right now of all the painted items in that crate. It's a really, really good crate, but I've done enough videos about that. Now we can talk about the Spike Rush game mode. Now, the Spike Rush game mode basically is a limited mode which will only last for the next 20 days. Now, what happens in this game mode is you have a spike all the time on your car. And then you have to go, obviously, you can pick up the ball with the spikes and it's attached to you. Now, when the ball is attached to you, you lose all your boosts, so it's not like OP, you can't just fly away. You lose all your boost, and you actually have the ability to release the spikes whenever you want. There's no timer. You can literally sit with the ball on your car the entire time. However, if you're actually carrying the ball with the spikes, you are easily demoed, so a player doesn't have to be going supersonic to demo you. So obviously there's that risk. And I find this game mode really fun, especially if you can get some friends involved. You can do some awesome passes, you can try some ceiling shots, things like that. But honestly, it's a great game mode. It reminds me a lot of like classic rugby, how you're having to pass the ball and then run with it and then pass the ball a lot. Whereas, obviously, normal Rocket League is more, you can control the ball a bit more and do whatever you want. Whereas with this, it's, dude, there is so much stuff that you can do with this. Honestly, I can't wait to see some of the pros do some cool things in this, some passing plays. But I had some fun. I played like 3 games of it. Definitely had a lot of fun. But it's an interesting game mode to say the least. But anyway, guys, I think that wraps up this video. Obviously, I'll update you guys if any new stuff comes out. I'll obviously have the videos doing car designs and things like that. I might have some crate openings and everything. But that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.